guys, welcome to this video. This video is going to be all about Pokemon Go. I've just got it on my phone. It's not released in the UK, but I've got the APK and I've been playing it. It's fantastic. It's motivated me a lot to go running more again, because I was running before, but now with this app, you want to go to all the Pokestops, you want to go to the gyms. Like it's really cool. So basically in this video I'm going to show you some footage of my first recording or first playthrough of going out and exploring with the app. Also going to mention about shinies. I've got some great news about shinies, and I'm also going to cover some tips that you might not know about the game. So keep your ears open and ready to listen out for any tips. They will be throughout the video. As we come across them, I'll mention them through my gameplay, okay? Hope you guys enjoy this video. Alright, so we're going to crack on and watch the first. I've got like 3 recordings. I'm using an Android app where I need to like record 3 times, so we're going to crack on and watch those, alright? So I managed to find a Pokestop right near my house, so I definitely want to check it out. I don't mind revealing the landmarks, honestly. It's something cool, it's where I live, so it's kind of a Cheshire Cat. It's like an Alice in Wonderland kind of thing. But anyway, it gave me like 4 Pokeballs and an egg, so I didn't actually do anything with the egg, so I was kind of just in the middle of a park on my own. I was like, okay, I'm going to just carry on running. I don't want to stand there for too long on my phone, because the whole point I was actually going for a run and at the same time using Pokemon Go, which actually worked out really well. It's actually quite easy to use both to use the app and go running if you've got a solid 3G connection. I can imagine it's a pain if you don't. So I think I was checking something out, volume of my music. I had my music playing, so you'll see me scroll down a few times to change songs and change my my volume and whatnot. So this is where I was walking. I was actually running at this point. So I'm traveling. I don't know why the avatar isn't running, but I'm not walking. I'm traveling quite a speed. It's quite like a sort of a light run, if you want to call it that. So for quite a bit I didn't actually spot any. Oh, there we go. I've seen some Pokemon. So the reason I didn't catch the Paris, I wanted to get the Paris, but the reason was because it's quite busy. There's a fete going on, so there's like loads of people walking around, so I didn't want to just stand there on my phone with Pokemon open. I felt a bit awkward, so I just left the Paris and the Rattata. I was like, you know what, I'm sure I'll find some more on the way round. So I carried on going. So I literally just did my usual route that I would do, my 5-6k run. I think I made it a bit longer because I ran across lots of different places to try and get to the stops and stuff, so in the end it was beneficial. I ran a lot further than I would have done with just my music playing. Because to me, what motivates me is running with decent, great music. It seems to just motivate me a lot. So I don't know how you guys, if you guys exercise or run, let me know what's your motivation. Right now, and for me, it's music and Pokemon Go at the same time. That's going to help me run a lot more often, more frequently, and probably further as well, because I'm going to be trying to get those Pokestops, get those gyms, and catch those Pokemon. So let me know in the comment section below what your motivation is for exercise or run, and whether it's now Pokemon Go. Let me know. So at this point, I'm just following the usual path, going around the usual roads. I was holding my phone and waiting for it to buzz to find Pokemon, so I wasn't actually looking at my phone a whole lot. I was just running my usual route because I knew there would be one coming up soon, like a Pokestop or a gym. So I just carried on going like usual and waiting for that buzz in my hand. I had my phone out the whole time. You should concentrate fully on what you're doing around you, not on the game. I've seen a lot of people. I saw a kid earlier, he was just walking, his face was locked to his phone, like walking around. Like, that's kind of dangerous. If you don't look where you're going, you could easily get hit by a car or trip over and break your phone or break something else like your arm. You know what I mean? So you've got to be really careful. Be aware of what you're doing all the time. It does warn you on Pokemon Go when you load it up. It warns you to pay attention to your surroundings, and it's very important. So here's a Weedle. I was like, okay, you know what, I need that. I'm going to grab that because I wanted to get Beedrill. That's my mind. I wanted to get Beedrill because I'm quite close to evolving a Kakuna. So I was like, you know what, Chuck. Oh wait, too far. I was like, well, I've got that one. Okay, so let's see if it captures it. Sorry, there's no actual game sound because I didn't want to record the game sound because I wanted my music on when I was running. So there's no game sound. Maybe next time. Alright, so we grabbed that one. When I was catching a Pokemon, I would stop and I would walk, but then I carried on running again. Past here was a big field. You see that Pokestop right there? I think I came back to it later on, because I thought, you know what, it's not in my route right now. I don't want to go out of my way just to go to that. And I was like, oh, there's a red gym up ahead. You know what, I'm going to take that. So I headed on to the red gym and to see what kind of teams this guy had that took it over. and in the distance I could see another gym as well, that yellow one. I was like, okay, I'm going to try and get both of these if I can. I mean, I've got some fairly decent Pokemon, which you'll see in a second when I go ahead and actually like bring up my selection to choose my Pokemon. I'll actually explain how gyms work, because I understand it. You click on the gym, it will show you who currently has control of it. You're able to click and battle them. So you click that, you select your team basically. You have like 3 Pokemon you can take. So my 3 I think are the top row, so it's the Raticate, Mr. Quackers and the other Raticate. So I'd click and go ahead and there we go, there's my Raticate sent out. And there's his, so Dan Fitz UK is the guy who took that gym, and there's his Drowsy. So I didn't really understand combat at first. I was like, okay, you know what, I'm just going to keep on hitting. So the way to attack is you tap the screen, and when you see that blue bar filled right up, you can hold click and it will do the special attack. I didn't realise that at the time, I just realised when I came back. So you win the first battle, I think you have to eliminate all the Pokemon on that gym spot. So he had like a Drowsy, and probably had 2 Drowsies that I needed to take out. So I went ahead and I selected, I think, my Psyduck this time, and I was like, you know what, I'll just chuck Psyduck in there and see what he can do. So he's got his Drowsy again at 95 combat points. My Mr. Quackers has 162 combat points. He's a lot stronger. His attack was not very strong. To be honest, it was not very effective. I don't know what attack it was trying to do, but it wasn't working. But in the end, it still managed to get it because of the higher CP. I won that, and then it becomes blank. So once you've cleared the gym, it's blank, and now you can go ahead and select a Pokemon from your team to put up on there. So I went and organised, I think I was trying to organise my team by the highest combat points, and I was like, okay, right, so I'm going to chuck Raticate on, I think I put Raticate or Pidgeotto on there. Yeah, there you go, I put Raticate on there, and I thought, you know what, he's okay, he's pretty strong, I'll leave him on there. And I was like, okay. At this point, a woman walked past me. I kind of felt a bit awkward standing there on Pokemon Go, but I just gave her a smile and she went on. It wasn't really like anything big, so it was okay. I mean, some people will feel a bit awkward playing their games out in the open, but it's not, I mean, as long as you're doing something, like I'm running, so no one can really complain. It just looks like I'm changing my songs or something, so it doesn't really. If you're doing something at the same time, like a running or going for a walk or something, you should feel fine, guys. Honestly, if you want to play this game out in the public, and you want to go out and explore, go do it. There's nothing wrong with it, alright? You shouldn't feel embarrassed that you're playing on a Pokemon game, and you're getting exercise at the end of the day. You're getting out of the house, getting some fresh air, exploring new places you might not know. Because to be honest, this game's awesome. It shows you a lot of the Pokestops are actually landmarks, and sometimes I didn't even know half these landmarks existed. Like, as you walk past them and click on them, you're going to see what they are. You can literally, it's just like you're learning about your area where you live. It's really cool. Sometimes I had the issue. This is right. This bit's through a forest actually. This is complete woodlands. So I had a few issues with the connectivity, but. So a few Pokemon, I didn't really see many Pokemon in this area. It might have been because my 3G wasn't as strong. I have no idea, but I didn't really see a lot of Pokemon on my way to the next gym. But as you can see, the next gym has a Raticate on top, so I knew I could send out probably Pidgeotto and beat that. So I started heading, basically I was running towards that, chilling with my music on. Seems like I'm going really slowly, but that's quite a lot of distance. I was actually kind of like sprinting, I guess. Not really sprinting, but like I was running quite fast, quite a good pace. You know, I'm used to running about 5k without stopping, or maybe I did 10k once. So you can tell if you're in good shape, Pokemon Go can become quite easy if you want to cover a few gyms. You can just go out and do like a 7k run and just go and obviously you can stop to breathe and do the gyms and stuff and you can carry on. So it's a great way to increase your fitness as well, definitely. So as I was heading up to the this gym, there was actually a guy who commented on my Arsenal shirt. I thought he was going to say something about Pokemon Go. I took out my earphone and he went, oh, you're wearing the right shirt. I was like, oh, thank God. I was wearing my yellow Arsenal jersey and I thought he was going to start saying, oh, you're playing Pokemon Go, but he didn't. He mentioned about the shirt, so that was cool. So Liam Valentine X, I don't know if you guys, if you're watching the video and you know me, you know, well, you live locally or whatever, now you know who I am. I'm Joe5029. You'll see my name a lot on these gyms. I'm going to try and take him over and keep control of him. I'm on the blue team, by the way, guys. Team Mystic. So this seal was completely rubbish against his Pidgeotto. As you can see, it's only got 92 CP and it got wrecked halfway through the fight. And now I brought out my Pidgeotto and just spammed some attacks on him and used Twister and took him out. and then his Raticate was there. This is another person's Pokemon. In the gym there's two people, there's Mocha Girl, and there was the first guy I mentioned. I forgot what his name was. There's two people in that gym. You can actually basically stack up, I think, three levels to that gym. So I've taken out one of them. Now I have to click on it again and take out the next person. So that's the interesting thing. If you have friends in your local area, get your friends to back you up in the gyms. Like, add their Pokemon in the gym as well, so it makes it like 2 levels of people you have to defeat to get that gym. So for example, if I had one Pokemon, like just Psyduck, I would no way have been able to beat that gym. So the fact that I had a few good strong Pokemon made it much easier. So I sent out Mr. Quackers again. He's got 162 combat points against Raticate, and I was like, I'm just going to spam attacks and see how it goes. Again, I didn't know about the supercharge and super attack, so Psyduck does a few hits and gets taken out. Then I brought in Pidgeotto, and that just finishes the fight off, I think. Pidgeotto goes ahead and just takes out the Raticate. So I won that gym. Basically now it's blank. So now I can go ahead and put something on there. So it's like, you know what am I going to put there? I think I organised it again by CP, or I might have left Pidgeotto there. Yeah. So that one is currently there. So if you guys want to go claim it, Pidgeotto is there. Not the strongest Pidgeotto, so I'm pretty sure that's going to get knocked off pretty soon. But I've got something up my sleeve. I've got a brand new Pokemon. I've got a Pidgeot right now. So I can, next time I go for a run, I'm for sure going to take over some gyms and put a Pidgeot and my Beedrill on those gyms. So they're going to be much more tough to take out. So this is where I just ran to the next Pokestop point, and I actually changed my route on my run, because usually I would take a left. There's a Rattata, I think I ignored it. I think I didn't bother going to it. I checked I've only got 3 Pokeballs, so I was like, I'm not going to actually, I'm not going to go for that Rattata. Check my Pokedex. I think I was trying to get to the shop for some reason. I wanted to check out, yeah, look, because you can collect rewards when you do the gyms. That's the important thing about gyms. Hold on to the gyms, and each 20 hours you can get some rewards. So yeah, make sure you go ahead and do that. So I was heading on to the next Pokestop, basically. So Shenleywood Footpath sign. Sometimes my 3G was a bit funny, and so I got a couple potions, a Pokeball, and another egg. I don't think I did anything with the egg at this point. It was about halfway into my run, I decided to actually do something with the eggs. I think round the corner. So so I saw that gym, and I was like, you know what? I'd never been there. I was like, I don't know what place that is. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna head towards that. I know where I am. I can head back and carry on my normal route anyway. So so this is where I decided to change up and go for that third gym now. So my name's going to be on 3 gyms after this one if I take it over successfully. Alright, so I'm approaching the gym, and I'm going to just see what Pokemon was on it. I saw it was just a Spearow, so I was like, oh, this is going to be easy. It's only one Spearow. So obviously I click on it to see what's there, and I see, alright, so Spiky has claimed the Car Art Gym. And it's just a CP28 Spearow, so it's my Weedle could took that out. Anything there could took out. So I just put something, a normal team up. I don't think at the time I was really concentrating on what CP it had. I was just like, you know what, I'll send out Eevee. Eevee was my first one I caught, actually. It's really cool. So I just spammed some attacks with Eevee, and it took it out. No worries, no problem whatsoever. I won that gym. I think I had to fight him twice, actually, yeah. I'm not sure, so this is why I don't quite understand why you've got to fight somebody twice. It might be that there's a certain amount of XP you have to take down, or there's numbers you got to get rid of. I don't know, there's something still to figure out with the gyms, how exactly they work. But anyway, my Raticate just blitzed through him, bit him to death, and then I won that one. So I was like, okay, cool. Let's go ahead and put one of my Pokemon in there. So I think I went ahead and put Spearow on there, my Spearow, which is a bit stronger than his one, like 85 CP. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'll leave that there. And I was like, okay, right, I see this Pokestop, but I thought it might have been private land. I wasn't too sure what it was. I was like, oh, it's the Westbury Art Centre. I was like, never been here. Obviously I had to take a bit of a detour and go around that route to get there, because there's like a fence with some chickens on the other side. So I was like, yeah, I don't really want to jump the fence. Just to get to that place. So guys, be careful when you're exploring. Make sure that you're going into places you're allowed to go into. I've seen stories of people going into police stations. Guys, that's not sensible. You're supposed to go to police stations to report crimes and, well, to get investigated, whatever. You don't go there to play games, so be very careful where you're going. And if there's water and stuff, again, be careful you're not running into water. Just don't have your eyes glued to your screen, because you're going to run into problems. So I went right up the end of this road and literally I didn't have to go right close to the Pokestop with this one. I noticed maybe with some of them, they've left a bit of distance, so you don't have to be that close to it. So I got 3 Pokeballs, I literally just turned around and went. I didn't want anyone to come out and wonder why there's a runner on their art center or whatever, so I just left immediately. I was like, okay, I'm going now. There was actually a guy chilling, like, I say when I got like to about here, on the right hand side, he was just laying down enjoying the sun. Don't know if he was playing Pokemon Go as well, no idea. But I imagine some people would be playing it. So I just literally ran past him and carried on back up to my other direction, to the left basically. I went back to left and carried on my usual route that I would take. As you can see, when I came back to carry on going along this path, I saw it was blue again, the Pokestop. So I'm guessing it reset. So I decided, okay, you know, I'm going to quickly grab those points again, or Pokeballs, whatever it decides to give me. I'm going to grab them once more. I don't know if my 3G was behaving badly, or whether I couldn't actually claim it so soon. But every time I tried it, it was either not loading up, or it would say try again. It was on cooldown or whatever, but it was still blue. For some reason I was a bit confused. I thought they cooled down after 5 minutes or so, and then you could come back and get them again. So clearly I think it wasn't long enough for me to be able to claim that again. So I went ahead and just carried on. That screen there, guys, is battery saving mode. If you turn your phone upside down and put it in your pocket, it still works. The app will still be open. It still records your steps, still knows where you are, gives you a buzz if you get a Pokemon. So that is the battery saver mode. So here I'm just checking through what exactly I need to transfer or need to catch to be able to evolve it. So there's the 2 eggs I just found. I was like, oh okay, start incubation. I put one in the infinite one, which you always have, and then I go ahead and put another one in the other one. I don't know how I got those, maybe from leveling up. I don't know how I received those incubators, but I went ahead and put both eggs in those incubators, and I was like, okay, now let's carry on running, let's carry on, put the music back on, and keep going. Okay, so I can see I was crossing a road. As you can see, be careful, cross roads first, then do your Pokemon stuff. Don't stand in the middle of the road trying to catch a Pokemon, guys, alright? Another thing to remember is if you do encounter, you can walk around and go as far as you like. That encounter is not going to disappear unless the Pokemon runs away, and they only run away if they're usually a red circle or orange circle Pokemon. So as you can see, I caught the Weedle after 2 Pokeballs, so I got that extra one. I think I immediately transfer it, actually. I was like, okay, I don't need that one, so I should immediately transfer it, get that one extra candy. There was a Rattata, and I saw another Pokestop as well. But yeah, with the whole radius thing, the Pokemon have like little footprints under them, and I think that determines how far in the radius they are. Like 1 footprint is 100 meters around you, 2 is 200, 3 is 300, and if they have no footprints, I believe you can click them and you can go ahead and locate that Pokemon. But again, as I said, I'm going to put a new video with that. So I claimed those 3 Pokeballs, got the egg, and I was like, you know, I'm getting out of here, because again, some places look a bit funny if you're running to them, because they're like public footpaths with buildings, and it's a bit, I don't know, sometimes I felt a bit strange running to that one, so I kind of got back out there as quick as I could. Because it doesn't look normal running to those kind of places unless you're like looking at them. But luckily there's no one around anyways. It's not like it's a big deal. There's a lot of people. Okay, so I believe once that ping starts happening, you are in radius to actually start attacking that gym. So there's a guy called Marky Matic, who's on the same team as me. So I was like, you know what? I clicked the button to add a Pokemon, and I put a Pokemon with him. So there's now 2 people. Any other colour I will have to defeat to take over that gym. I was looking at those gyms in the distance thinking, you know what, that's way too far, and I decided to just carry on my normal route. So I saw 2 Pokestops that I'd be able to get on my way, so I decided to carry on going that way and go after those. So I found another Pokestop, which Shenley would visit a sign, so I went ahead and clicked on that one. Got 3 Pokeballs and another egg to add to my collection. Now at this point, I think I made a route mistake, because I could have gone and got this Pokestop and gone back on myself and gone round and gone and got that gym. I actually took like the longest route ever to go to that gym. I went through the forest where there's absolutely nothing. There's no Pokestops, no Pokemon, no nothing through there. I just was running with music anyway, so I was enjoying it. But I could have gone back and gone that way and made the most of the route. Okay, so I got a couple of items. I got an egg, and a Pokeball, revive, and a potion. So I grabbed those. Okay, so as you can see, I'm off the grid, as it were. I'm off the pathway. I'm going through a forest now, so I could have just gone back the other way and gone around, followed that other path, and got those that gym along with the other 2 Pokestops. But I was like, you know, I'm already too far into this forest to head back, so it was too late. So I was like, you know what, let's just go through. No worries, we'll get to the other side and we'll figure out what to do from there. Okay, so I'm at my gym now. I was like, you know, I'm gonna see what it looks like. It's got my name up there, got the Raticate, sorry. So yeah, that's the gym I've taken over. So I decided to change my route again. I went back on what I wanted to do was go and get that gym on the right hand side that I saw. So, you know, I was like, okay, I'm checking my Pokemon to see if I can get Kakuna evolved. And I was like, you know, okay, I've only got 53 candies. I can evolve Kakuna and get the beautiful Beedrill. I'm not sure why that happened. I think I must have turned the phone or moved it around. Again, that's the power saving mode. Battery save mode. So there's our awesome looking Beedrill. There we go. So that's one of our strongest Pokemon that I've gone ahead and got already. So there we go, registered him. And now, I don't know if I click power. Yeah, I went ahead and powered him up as well. I gave him some extra health, extra stats. He's now got 187 combat points. So I know I changed his name to Brodrill. I don't know why I changed to Brodrill, so you know there's my Bro Beedrill. Brodrill, that will do. I was like, power up Brodrill again. There we go. So we got Brodrill, and I leveled up to level 7, I guess, from evolving and whatnot. Pokeballs 15, you get an essence as well. I didn't realise I could use the essence the way around, but I was like, okay, more Pidgeys, so I'm going to catch those. I need those for Pidgeotto. So I went ahead and grabbed that. Didn't seem to do anything to him, so I just went and tried another Pokeball. I love how sometimes they bounce off the heads, it's so funny. It's like the Pokeball just doesn't do anything. He actually escaped from the Pokeballs, so I got to try another one. I missed that one, and I was like, oh my god, this Pidgey. What is it doing? I was like, spin. Use the spin. Missed the spin. Oh my goodness. I was like, what am I doing here? Come on, this Pidgey can't be that difficult to catch. So went ahead and did another spin tactic, and I think this one was captured. So yeah, we're coming up to the gym right now. So I had some issues here actually. I think my 3G was a bit funny. It wouldn't let me access the gym at first. Actually restart the application and restart the game a couple times. Again, it's expected. It's only just come out. So Dan Fitz UK again. He had the other gym before, if you guys remember, Red Team. So I went ahead and organised my CP, and I went ahead and selected my Pidgeotto Raticate Spearow, which is against this CP 47 Rattata, which should be no issues. But I click go, as you can see, it just froze here on the gym screen for quite a while. So again, remember to be alert at all times of your surroundings. Stay aware of your surroundings. So make sure you always be careful, guys. Don't just focus on your phones. Again, I'll stress it, because you could end up falling off a ledge or falling down a staircase. Like, you just don't know, you know. You just have to be very careful. Okay, so I loaded the game back up again, and I was like, okay, it seems to be alright now. I walked a bit further before it might be my 3G connection. I was like, okay, let's try this a second time, see if it works. Selected my Pokemon, Beedrill, Raticate, and Spearow. And I don't know if all 6 of those go into battle with you. I've just suddenly twigged there might be all 6. So I ended up taking out his Rattata with my Beedrill quite easily, because it's very strong, the Beedrill. It's 206 CP. So I won. I had to beat him again because it obviously has a lot of XP or a lot of points. I don't know. I still can't work out why you have to beat them twice. It could be the level of the gym. It might be there was 2 people on it. I don't know. I thought it was just 1 person, but it said gym level 1. But anyway, so I went and did it again. And sent out Pidgeotto this time with 111 combat points. I went ahead and took out the Rattata. When I left my Pidgeot with like 1 HP, took over that gym and was like, okay, what do I put on there? I tried to put Beedrill there, but it was somehow it wouldn't let me. Beedrill was like too strong for it or something. Brodrill was like, nah man, I'm not staying on that gym. So I went ahead and put on Spearow. It's only a 64 CP Pokemon, which is probably going to get taken off within the next 24 hours, to be fair, because that thing's easy to defeat. But it managed to load the Medborn Community Sports Pavilion, grabbed 2 Pokeballs and a potion from it, so it's like brilliant. But as you can see, my battery's doing pretty well. I've had the app open the whole time, and Spotify open the whole time, and I've barely lost any battery, to be honest. Maybe it's the phone, maybe it's my phone's very, very good on its battery life, I don't know, but... Oh, there we go, so my eggs start hatching as I've must have run 2k, so that's the proof I ran 2k from that distance. So, there is the... I managed to get another Pidgey out of an egg. I was a bit disappointed, to be fair, there was another Pidgey, but look at the CP on that thing, 106. So that's pretty strong, to be fair. So I can't really complain. And I got something else out of this one, I got a Rattata, and I was like, oh no, not a Rattata. I was like, and it's got 89 CP, and I got 7 candy as well. You get a lot from hatching those things, so do hatch your eggs. I got a medal for 50, catching 50 normal Pokemon, so that's excellent. Alright, so I went back and I claimed my very first Pokestop once again, the Cheshire Cat tribute kind of design thing. I got 3 items gained from it, so it does cool down after a while. I don't know exactly what the minimum is. As you can see, the other one was try again, try again. So this is the end of the gameplay from today, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. So next I wanted to discuss shinies in Pokemon Go. So I've seen a couple of cool things about on the internet. First one I saw was a Pinsir. Somebody posted a screenshot of a Pinsir on a Reddit forum, and people have been thinking it's fake. I can see why, because the picture quality isn't the best, so it may have been photoshopped. If it is, it's very well done Photoshop. But again, it's just speculation that there's shinies in the game. I'll put a picture up around somewhere you can see the Pinsir, and you can judge for yourselves whether you think it's real. Please put comments below. Let me know, do you think that's a real shiny? Okay, so basically you've got the blue Pinsir, and you've got the little red star by its name. Okay, that's how it determines the shiny. It's the colour, and it's got a red star at the end of its name. The next one I wanted to load up was a Zubat that somebody has posted a picture of. Again, I don't know if it's Photoshop, because you know nowadays you can Photoshop anything to make it look real. It's only changing the colour, so God only knows if it's a fake one or a real one. But you can see the guy's username is DokuNu. You can Google it and try and find out some more information. But again, let me know in the chat. In the chat. I'm used to Twitch streaming so often. Let me know in the comments below if you think this is a real shiny Zubat or if somebody's photoshopped it. Obviously you can go and compare it to a real looking shiny on Google and see what you think it looks like. But yeah, just let me know in the comments below, is that real or fake? I've also found another one, which is, it differs again. It doesn't, it's a shiny Venonat. There's a picture of the Venonat with the VR camera on, so someone's actually got it out, or whether that's where they caught it, I don't know. But it's in a restaurant, it seems, and it's on the table. It's a shiny Venonat. There's also another picture of it with another VR picture, and the guy's name is Fab Starkey, so you can go Google that and find out if you can see if you think this one's real or not. And again, there's another screenshot of it being like sort of captured, and it's got gold stars on this one, 2 gold stars at the start, and it's obviously got the shiny picture, the shiny Pokemon. I see that they differ. I don't know which ones, if they are different in a way, like the red star means something different to the yellow stars. We're yet to find out, because this game doesn't follow exactly how the other Pokemon games work. So let me know in the comments again which one you think, if they're both real, that one's fake, one's real. If you've got any theories about the Zubat, go ahead and let me know, guys. I'm still waiting to find my first shiny in this game. I'm hoping I will do, and I can confirm what they exactly should look like. Whether it's a gold star, whether it's a red star, and I will let you know for sure. As soon as I find a shiny, that'll be up on Twitter, and you guys can go ahead and check it out. But yeah, guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. It's quite a long one compared to my usual videos. Please go ahead and smash some likes on this video. See if we can reach, say, 200 likes on this video. And if you want to share it with your friends, that would mean a lot. Please also share down below your experiences with Pokemon Go so far. What you think of the game? Do you like it? Has it motivated you to go running more? Do let me know if it's if you're enjoying it, basically. And yeah. Guys, I'll see you next time. I'll probably upload another video. If you guys go ahead and get those 200 likes in, I'll go ahead and upload another Pokemon Go running video where I might go a different route and try and take some different gyms over. And again, if you're local, you want to contest my gyms, you know where they are, you know where the landmarks are, you know exactly where I've taken over, so go ahead and I'll see you around, guys. Take it easy and see you in the next video.